Hello and welcome to Coffee with Dr. Carla. I'm Dr. Carla and I have Carly Baker here with me again, and we are so excited to have you here with us. Our goal is to talk about mental health related issues and to end the stigma surrounding them. So, Carly, you and I do supervision together every week and we talk about all sorts of different things. And one of the things that I hear you say over and over and over again is that you want your clients to understand how the brain works. Why? And kind of clue us in about what it is that you want them to know.
Okay. So let's be honest. The brain is the brain. It does a lot for us. It functions in its own specific way, and it dictates a lot of who we are and how we act. And everyone's education around the brain is different, but there's usually a few specific points that I make sure most of my clients learn because it can really affect anyone, no matter what your diagnosis is or whatever your history might have been. And that's the role that your amygdala plays in your brain versus your frontal cortex, aka what I like to call survival mode versus thriving mode.
Okay, so what's up here?
Frontal cortex.
And back here?
Amygdala.
Okay.
Kind of like the hand brain model, where if you like go from this part to this part, aka your fingertips to your wrist, right over your brain, that is your frontal cortex. Thought process, rationale, values, right or wrongs, all those important things. And then your amygdala is like all the way in the back. It's like the older part of your brain, the reptilian part of your brain. That is your survival spot. Like stuff happens, run. Amygdala. That's what's taking over at that point. So I like to educate around what those two can do and how they can both affect you in both positive, negative, and sometimes neutral ways.
Can we do anything to change how we respond?
Yes, you can. So I like to go over a little bit of a thing called breathing exercises. Super
Okay.
fun. I know, right?
Yep.
Breathing exercises.
I love them.
Oh, so great. And a lot of times when I tell this to clients, they're like, breathing? Okay. And I'm like, but no, really. So, fun fact, when your amygdala is acted up, it feels like it needs to take over. Something around you has sparked fear, worry, or concern. And your amygdala, being an older part of your brain, is really strong. It never stops running, so it's constantly scanning your environment. And if there's ever a point in time where you're like, oh my God, I don't feel safe. Oh, I should look that way. That's your amygdala saying, pay attention. There's something going on here. When that happens and a stressor appears that challenges your safety, a lot of times what we find is that our frontal cortex goes offline because even though it's like such an important part of our brain, it's really new and it doesn't necessarily work that well under stress. It's just like, I'm overwhelmed. Bye. I'm going to go off on my vacation and not help out. And so it stops functioning for you. And your amygdala comes in and says, I got this. I'm going to run the show. Now, when that happens, there's good things that can come out of it. Like if you need to run away from, like a possible murderer, it will tell you to run.
That's a good thing.
So, that's nice. Or if you are in a situation where you need to fight your way out, and it's like, punch everyone. That can be nice. However,
if you smell smoke,
run. Yeah.
Does it always mean the house is on fire?
No.
It could be your toast. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And let's be honest, in the world that we live in today, we don't necessarily need the survival responses as much because they were ingrained from way back in the day where we didn't have all the resources and things at our ability to just grab, when we didn't have food, water, shelter, anything like that. We have this now. So we don't need them as much, but our amygdala doesn't know that. It's like, oh, no, you still need me. So when it takes over, this stops responding, and you can tell yourself, calm down as much as you want, but remember, this is offline. It ain't going to do anything. It's just going to say, calm down, talk to a wall. Nothing. Your amygdala won't calm down and won't let your frontal cortex come back online until your body tells your brain that you're safe. And the only way to get your body to tell your brain that it's safe is to calm your body down. And how do we do this? Breathing exercises. They make a very big difference. If you don't do breathing exercises, your body will eventually calm down.
Can you run us through a real simple breathing exercise?
Oh yeah, gladly. So I like to do triangle breathing. I know there's a lot of different ones. There's 4 square, there's 4-8, there's color breathing, which I recently just learned. That one's really cool. Like breathe out, smog, breathe in glitter. So
nice.
That's fun. But triangle breathing is a really good, easy start off one. All it is you breathe in for 4 counts, you hold for 4 counts, and you breathe out for 4 counts. And you continue that over and over again. I usually say around a minute if you want to be safe, 30 seconds if you have very little time. But just do that for enough time that you start to feel calm again.
So, Carly, can you lead us through the triangle breathing so that we all have a chance to practice it before we go off on our own?
Yes, gladly. So to start off, I'm going to give you a few quick basic steps, and then we're going to practice it. So first, feet flat to make sure that we're comfortable, so on the ground. Second, arms up and behind your head. The only reason why we're doing this is to make the difference between chest breathing and diaphragm breathing. If you diaphragm breathe naturally, you don't need to do this. But not everyone knows the difference, and this doesn't help us. This does. So lean back. This is called lazy boy pose, and just relax. Now I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to just focus on any tension in your body. Allow that area just to slowly release. And see if you can slow your body down a little bit just by releasing that tension. When I start counting backwards, I just want you to slowly exhale, and then we're going to begin. 3, 2, 1. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. And good job. And that's all it is.
Wonderful.
Does that feel good?
It did. It feels good.
See?
So, breathing is going to help us
Shut down our amygdala and come back into our frontal cortex because our body is telling our brain, hey, you're safe, you're good. We don't have to be in survival mode right now. We can think and we can be okay. And that's when your brain comes back online, the frontal cortex comes back in, and when you're telling yourself that you're safe, you're actually going to be able to believe it because your frontal cortex is connecting to the rest of your brain and being able to relay that message correctly.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, is there anything else we really need to know about our brain, or is that enough to get us started?
Well, is there a lot that we should know about our brain? Yeah. But is that enough to get us started? Definitely. Knowing that there's a way to help ourselves calm down when we get stressed out, especially during this time of COVID, with school, with work, or just general stresses in life. Everyone can use a moment to relax throughout their day because everyone deals with stress. So, yeah, would I say this is a good part to start off on? Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know my body appreciated that. I always love a little relaxation along the way. So, hey, just kind of as a reminder, um, like us, follow us on Facebook, like us, follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. Look for our YouTube channel as well. And remember, you can change your thoughts, discover your potential, transform your life by focusing on your overall well being. So until next time, continue working on being the best you possible.